Good evening, guys. This is Ace, and I'm back for another Transformers review. This time we're going to go back to the G1 series, specifically the Masterforce. And I've got a character here. His name is Cancer, or Squeezeplay in the US version, but I go by Cancer because when I watched the Masterforce series, I was watching it with the Japanese audio and English subtitles. I found it much better that way. And basically this guy, Cancer, is a junior headmaster. And kind of like the whole storyline was that the Decepticons and the Autobots all had 3 junior headmasters, and this was one of the guys from the Decepticon force. There were a couple of other ones as well. I'll do a review on them later. But this is a nice figure. Now this is a figure I've had since I was a kid, so it is very old. It has a lot of wear. A lot of the stickers are either off or coming off, so I don't really play too much with this guy, or I just keep him displayed in this mode. He is a very nice figure, and especially if you've seen the Masterforce series when you were younger, it brings back a lot of memories, and especially when you find a toy, that you had as a kid. Unbelievable. So basically, this guy is some kind of a scorpion slash cobra slash crab. I don't exactly know what kind of a thing he is. He's more of a monster bot from the G1 line than anything else, but I think he's more of a cobra slash scorpion, because he's got the tail thing as well. So basically this guy has a fair bit of detail on him. I mean, if you look at the arms, you've got the detailing there, you've got the detailing on the legs themselves. There's a lot of detail here on the tail, I guess you could say, but it isn't the best figure, but it is G1. I mean, think about it this way: coming out in what, 1986, 87, and lasting till now. That's well done. So the articulation on this guy, again, it's G1, so don't expect too much. The arms themselves do go 360, but they get stopped here by the head, so they're not going to go all the way. They're probably going to do maximum this much. The elbows themselves do have a fair bit of motion, and the pincers also have a motion. Now these are separate, so it's not that you move one and the other one will move as well. You have to move both, which is okay. The legs, unfortunately, not that much. It's literally just this, which is not much at all. These will become the hands for the in robot mode. So there's absolutely nothing here apart from a backpack, and this is the tail. There's no articulation here whatsoever, and this will become a weapon later on. Now this guy does come with a headmaster, which is basically the pilot. Now unlike the G1 line, he doesn't become the head right away. He's actually stored away in there, which I like, because this way then he's not going to get lost. And this is Squeezeplay himself. Now unlike the G1 line, where the humans physically became part of the head unit itself, what this guy technically is a normal human being. So basically this guy is in human mode when he's like this, and whenever he wants to become a robot, he's got those special rings where he becomes a power master, and he becomes, well, in this case, a headmaster, and he becomes the head of the robot mode itself. But when he is in, and I guess you could say human mode, he does become a normal human. There's no special suit or anything that they wear. And this guy is, pretty standard. Nothing special about this guy. No arm movement whatsoever. No articulation in the legs. There's just this joint here, which is basically for the head. And if you fold him up like that and turn him around, there you go. Now again, it's a decent amount of detail in there. You can see the head mold that they help sculpting in there. But there's no paint apps. There's no nothing. It's just one solid piece of plastic. And that's pretty much where he stays. So now to transform this guy, again, it's G1, so it's absolutely simple. First of all, we can take the tail out, and then the snake head, we literally move up. These are going to be the legs, so we just straighten them out. Open up the pincers because they're going to become the feet. Turn them around this way. Now this whole part is going to become the back section, so we want to swivel it. The ratcheting sound. So swivel it down that way, and then we can just, you know, just leave them on there. I know it's huge kibble, but it's a G1, what you gonna do? And then these are just on a hinge over here, so you can move them out. Yeah, you can tell the age on this thing. You've got the hands in there, so you just take him out like that, and then you just take out the hands like that, and there you go. He's almost done. Now this head unit, I mean, you can do whatever you want. I normally just stick it out to the side, to the back that way. Now the other thing is also, when you put the head into this location where the tail was, you will see over here, you will get the different power readings, you could say, of this character. So you'll get like speed, strength, and intelligence. Let's have a look. Yep, this is my old figure, so it doesn't really work. That whole section thing over there which moves up and down is broken off, but that's where you would get it. And there you go. That is Cancer, or Squeezeplay. Now this guy doesn't have any major articulation when it comes to robot mode. I mean, the hand does go 360, which is a big whoop. This thing has a little bit of elbow joint movement, but this is, you know, lateral, so it doesn't work. And the legs move around, and they've got a knee joint, which is still nice. So it's better than a lot of G1s, but still, it's nothing special. Now this is something I've always had a problem with. It doesn't fit in properly because it gets stuck over here. So you kind of have to get it out to the side kind of thing. Yeah. All in all, this is an absolutely great figure to take you back into the old ages. You know, I used to love the Masterforce series when I was younger, and I'm so happy I still have this as a kid. I'm so happy I still have this since I was a kid. So, there we go. There's Cancer. Let me do a couple of size comparisons. Here he is, next to Generation 1 Blitzwing. And also for something a little bit more recent, here he is next to Dark of the Moon Roadbuster. So they're both about deluxe class size, and you know, it's almost the same in fact. And to finally wrap it up, here he is next to a can of soda. Alright, this is Ace signing off. I will see you guys at the next review.